I said, I'm a Pirate fan. You got to have more hope than that.
Now, back to Steiny and Guru on 95.7 The Game.
Matt Steinmetz, Daryl the Guru Johnson, joined by Dan Dibley and Mark Willard. It's the crossover on 95.7 The Game. Welcome, gents. How are you?
Y'all made it. Congratulations. You've made it.
To the end of the show?
Yeah, you made it. You made it through another.
But this is the toughest part.
Another journey.
Oh, by the way.
Why is this tough? We're so friendly.
And why are you laughing?
That's a joke. Yeah, because this is the toughest part.
Joke.
Dude, so we have a friend, common friend, Dana Ali.
Who's we?
AKA,
And actually, Guru knows.
Okay.
AKA Dana X, AKA Dana Duffner,
His
Everybody
other
but me.
black friend.
AKA the human rain delay.
You have too many AKAs, by the way.
No, there's so many more, AKA Waglosaurus.
Why the human rain delay?
Because when he goes to hit a golf ball, hits whack.
He's like Mike Hargrove.
Whack. And then, so he hits a shot,
I used to do
and then,
that.
you got to force
terrible.
him. And normally, when you play golf, whoever's furthest from the hole, it's your turn.
All right.
You go next. All of a sudden, he's on a call. Yeah, Jim, I need you down at Los Gatos. I'm a tech short. It's like, Dana, it's your shot. He's the human rain delay. I love him.
I like that.
Shoot your
best.
shot, man.
So last week I was off a couple days, and Dana was nice enough to kind of pick me up and take my mind off some stuff. And we were listening one day to you two guys, Willard and Dibs.
There we go.
And there was a line delivered by one Dan Dibley off a line that you said where Dana Ali and I looked at each other, and we just started rolling. And we then talked about how funny Dibs was for a minute. And it was the line where I forget why it came up, but you guys had mentioned insomnia.
Yeah.
And Willard goes, yeah, insomnia. He's like, well, what's the one where you fall asleep right away? And narcolepsy. And Dibs goes, yeah, that's what happens between 2 to 6 on 95.7 The Game.
It was a cheap shot. It was a cheap shot. Mark
No, it was totally
appreciated
cheap, but it was
and
funny. It was
Mark,
funny.
I only
I guess
do
you
that
had to be there.
Well, and I know that it's my partner
He
appreciates
built it out so great.
No, it was a great line.
I actually didn't take it as
Will.
Dibley saying you are the reason for narcolepsy. I thought it was a self-effacing
no doubt.
R2
No,
to
it,
6
no, it was
show.
definitely pointed at me.
I mean, yes.
100%. It was pointed at me.
Mark always says at 5:57, shoot your shot. It's all you got.
all you got,
And I shot my shot. And I know that he knows
and
that I love
Dibs,
him. And
between 2 and 6 every day, says very little. Let's be honest. Very, very little. So,
Well, I lost Goo today for a little while, but he bounced back.
Well, no, you want to get real?
Oh.
That Warrior news hit me.
I know.
And we're railing on the
I know.
Warriors.
And I didn't
I'm
mean
like,
no
you
doubt.
know what? And I thought about everything that's going on here. You're dead. Just, let's switch it up. That's all. I should have conveyed that.
No, I know.
No, and I appreciate it.
Yeah.
And somebody asked me about an hour ago, somebody walked by and said, are you all right? And I didn't really
like-
answer. And then the person said, are you all right? And I said, no, I'm not. I mean, I'm working through it.
Right,
The man was 46.
No,
46
that
years
two
old.
And,
kids.
it's one thing, whatever. Like, your dad was 90, right? And I know your dad. I knew your dad. And for the past however many years, your dad has been in diminishing health. And so when it ends at 90 and you've got health and you know that it's going a certain way, the shock value
No doubt, man.
is lessened. It doesn't mean that the loss is lessened. The shock is lessened. When you have a guy, and I didn't know the man, the Warriors assistant coach, and you find out at 46 that it's just you're having a family team dinner,
Yeah,
and then
function.
9 minutes later, 2 minutes later, whatever, it's over. That to me it's a hard one. Even whether you know somebody or you don't, and and it prompted me to call both my kids today, and I'm just fresh off the phone with both, and not that I'm worried about them or me, but just that thing, and you have those moments of like, my God, because I'm not 46. I wish I was 46, but I'm 46 plus almost 10. And so you think about if it can happen to somebody who's 46, probably healthier than me, and living their best life. So I'm kind of with you, Goo, in terms of like, having a moment today.
No doubt.
And I know,
Well
Mark,
said.
you're right there with me because
Of
you're.
course. Well,
you're.
yeah.
I mean, I get emotional, and you are as emotional. And I'm trying not to make eye contact right now because you and I'll both burst into tears.
No, it's interesting just what you're saying, and this is not for nothing. I don't know if anybody even wants to hear this today, but like 2 weeks ago over the holidays, I was driving Christy's dad to breakfast.
Yeah.
It's just me and him, and he's in his 80s now. And we were having this conversation, sort of like he's had one of these lives, like he feels like he's already kind of hit the over.
Okay.
Let's put it that way.
So he's happy.
Tons of brothers and
gotcha.
sisters, and they all are gone. He was the youngest one, and they all passed much earlier than he already is in life. And so he was talking about like the way you want to go. And so that idea of the warning, I just put this out there. It's very different when you're talking about a 46-year-old.
No doubt.
This is a tragedy. He had he had kids. And when it's sudden, it's absolutely awful. But sometimes that whole warning that we love is for us.
Man.
Good point.
Matt, I bet your dad didn't enjoy the last year. Right? So the warning is great for us. But one thing I took from this conversation with Christy's dad is he was very, very clear with me. He's like, I don't want to give everybody a lot of warning.
Right.
I would like to go to bed one night and just not wake up.
Man.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So something just to, I don't know, kind of, that's what hit my head when you were talking about it.
No, it's real.
And that's very real. And you're right about 80 plus versus 46, where if I get to, Lord help me, 90, I'd be of the same mindset of I don't want to have like a 2-year inexorable creep toward the inevitable, as opposed to being 90 and having it just be like kablooey. But
And Mark, Dibs, you're on fire. I was just gonna say when I see all your guys' posts on IG, especially yours, you're with your kids, and Norm instilled that with me. So I don't have both parents. I lost my mom, but I'm like, those are moments, man. That you're maximizing the day. I don't care what you guys are doing. You're being with your kids. And Dibs, I'm gonna say this, Steiny, real quick here. Death has no foe. I was in the hospital not too long ago, and pediatric cancer. So you got kids. I don't want to make it dark, but you got youngsters that ain't even had a chance to get to their teens, dealing with stuff we haven't even dealt with. So to hear this news, they're at a dinner and all the stuff that's going, it's just like, man, it can. You never know the script, man.
No, and you had this plane flight last week where this
I'm
thought
going
went
to
through
the
your head.
doctor at 2:50 today. Hope the knee ain't shattered.
But I also hope you've brought joy to, I would imagine, many people. It certainly has to me. I thought this will stick with me when you said, I don't know if you actually said it for the radio or if you actually said this on the plane, but when you told that lady, I'm a Pirates fan.
I was thinking
you got to have more hope than this. Like she just gave up.
No doubt.
She gave up after the first game of the year.
Yeah.
And
but to think that's how my life was going to end,
Yeah.
I was like, I didn't have that on the bingo card. And I'm like, they put your seatbelt on the plane. He was telling me, goo. But that's how I was entitled to life. And now I'm thinking, oh my God, it might, like, seriously, oh my God.
Chip Barnett once told me that nobody's ever died because of turbulence. That there's been injuries.
That's surprising.
I thought
I
so
believe
too.
that.
Nobody,
Nobody died.
or perhaps nobody's ever died if they had their seatbelt on during turbulence.
Right, which I didn't.
But I gotta believe somebody
I was
probably
coming from the restroom, dude.
hit their
got
head.
to go, man.
Hit their head.
Shoot your shot.
Yeah, got a bruise.
Turbulence is the worst.
It's
just
John Madden didn't
unsettling.
fly. The great John, I get it now, man.
I ran into the Madden Cruiser one time.
Did you?
No joke. Harris, I was a kid. Harris Ranch, you know the restaurant?
Sure.
Halfway down Highway 5.
Yeah.
We used to blaze Highway 5 every year because my mom's entire family is down in Southern California.
Now you mean driving?
Driving.
Yeah,
Yeah,
kids out there.
we
We're not
blazed it a little bit of a different way.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
Yeah.
Shout out Snoop.
I mean,
In
I
the slow
can't,
lane.
I can't speak to what my parents were doing when I was asleep, but they got us there safely. But anyway, we used to stop at Harris Ranch, get a cowboy cookie and lunch every single time. That was childhood. And there was one time that we pulled up at Harris Ranch, and my dad goes, "Whoa, look at that. There's this big bus in the parking lot." And it just said, an advertisement. It's like Hasselhoff wearing his Baywatch jacket. It's
Right.
just like, boom, Madden Cruiser. And my dad's like, "I think he's here." And I'm like, "You're got to be kidding me." He's like, "Well, that's not anybody else's bus." And then 2 minutes later, here he comes walking right out of Harris Ranch. Entourage, guy is bigger than life, and I mean that literally and figuratively. Boom! Just a humongous human being with this presence walking through the parking lot, big smile on his face. Wow, there's the Madden Cruiser, probably heading to a Niner game. He's probably heading to the stick.
Yeah.
Or
heading down to a Charger game, depending on which way the bus was pointed, you know?
the
Madden Cruiser
is
didn't
right
go
now.
to Charger games very often.
Madden Cruiser's got to be at the Hall of Fame, doesn't it? Like it's got to be parked at the Hall of Fame.
Where is that bus?
Dibs, Cliff Clavin would know.
Well, I don't know where the bus is.
I'll Google it.
I heard you call him Cliff Clavin the other day. I said, that's perfect,
He's got
man.
a lot. I mean, that's what the whole Jeopardy game show is. It's just people with useless information. It's like, you're smart. I don't know when the hell you're going to use that, but you're smart.
I told the
give you that.
kids, Daddy's not smart enough for Jeopardy and just smart enough for Wheel of Fortune.
And Milan, my daughter in college, was in my arms, a youngster, and we watched.
Man.
Daddy, he didn't do well when you rolled a couple.
I took the bronze.
She getting after it down there, Gil?
Oh, boy.
She's in Greensboro, right?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, you got that one right.
Yeah,
You
Greensboro.
doubted yourself. But
I mean, let me tell you
I
something.
share some insight with her.
confirmed.
She ain't missing the house. Let's just say that.
The bus is at the Hall of Fame.
Now, wow.
Nice.
The original bus was donated to the Pro Football Hall of Fame by John Madden. I think it sounds like just about 5 or 6 years ago, the Madden Cruiser. So before he passed, but the Madden Cruiser donated to Canton.
Gil, you're out?
he's got a doctor
Got that
appointment.
250. He thought
wants
it
to
was
see
my
it.
foot
Yeah.
this morning. He goes, "How's your foot?" I go, "It's my knee."
Let me tell you what.
Started.
Let me
Like,
tell you something.
Listen to your partner.
They say that first week of college, that's going to go a long way toward determining success and failure. So,
So is he trolling that I'm
He's
worried
totally
about? That's
trolling.
just what a
He's trolling.
say it.
what a Richard.
There you go. There you go. All right. Good luck to you, buddy. Buddy,
All
good
right,
luck
Goo.
to you.
I bet it's okay. Oh, man, no, you are limping. Good Lord.
see.
Yeah, he's limping. He walked with a limp.
Uh-oh.
Jeez.
I don't know why I didn't take that
a rough
opportunity
flight,
to get
man.
out of here. Sorry, Evan.
No, I'm glad you didn't.
Yeah.
Why don't you stay for a while?
Oh, I know. You know what? I did have a little bone to pick with you.
With me?
Yeah.
What'd I do?
It's from last week.
Next question.
I love good-natured ribbing. I don't mind it.
Mine's not always good nature.
So before the show, it was 1:30. I walk out, 1:40. Before the crossover.
So this is an off-air bone to pick. I wasn't even on yet.
No, but
Okay.
it's spilled over.
Okay.
So I said to Dibs and Mark, I said, hey, guys, I'm going to try to take off at 2 o'clock today. My daughter is flying back to London, and she wants to leave the house at 2:30, 3 o'clock, or 2:30. I said, just wait. I want to say goodbye to you before you get on a plane. And that was confirmed.
Yeah.
And then 2 o'clock came.
Okay.
Do you remember?
No.
And you said, where are you going?
Yeah.
And I said, buddy,
Buddy.
my daughter is flying to London.
you didn't
and
tell
my,
me that
my,
whole story,
My daughter's flying to London. I just
Okay.
want to say goodbye. Anyway, you made me feel so guilty.
Yeah, that's my thing.
Yeah, but it was
That's
this
my
was-
thing.
This was since I wanted to give my daughter a hug.
Did you make it?
Yes.
Okay, then we're good. We're good. Guru, by the way, he takes the time to text us at like 9 in the morning when he's going to do that. He doesn't need to do that, but I was at the dog park this morning.
Yeah.
And I got a text from Goo. He said, I got a dip at 2 o'clock because I got a thing. And
Now, why wouldn't he tell me that?
I don't know.
I didn't get a text from
That
Doug.
sounds like a 10 to 2 problem.
Maybe you haven't earned that trust from
Yeah.
him.
That's on me.
I was at the dentist, and I was getting ready for Dr. Cavalli and a...
Gosh, were you at the dentist today?
yeah.
There's a
Can't
lot of
tell.
dentistry going on.
No,
I had the dentist yesterday. I took Christy to a root canal earlier this morning. She's in bed.
Yeah.
Hon, I hope you're asleep.
Yeah,
I hope she's not
me
listening.
too. Nothing
She's-
like going to the
she's
dentist
woozy.
and he goes through that initial he probes. You go through the probe, and then after the probe, it's like, oh, looks pretty good so far. And then we go to the gums.
Oh,
and then he hits me with the same question every time. And Dr. Cavalli, I love you, and I don't know why you keep asking me, are you flossing? And I say, Doc, why do you keep asking me that? You know the answer is no.
You know me, Doctor.
Doc, you know me.
Why-
You can see my gums. I don't floss.
Has he ever asked you why?
Yeah, because
Why don't you floss?
number of reasons. One,
Okay.
I don't believe in flossing.
Okay.
I think
What?
I think
Is this a bit?
no, I think flossing.
I've actually heard of
I think
this before.
flossing is more damaging to your gums than actually just good old fashioned brushing twice a day.
I've never known you to be someone who ignores Dr. Science before.
Waved him off every time, and he asked
since
me.
2020, you have been believed doctors.
I believe in masking. I think that masking works.
Okay.
And you saw me on Saturday refereeing Was I the only person in the gym in a mask?
Yes, you were.
And I will be again this Saturday.
Dr. Fall.
Yeah.
Dr. Fall.
Exactly.
That's where we heard that over and
actually,
over.
the mask is beautiful because nobody can read my lips if I'm saying something about, I don't know, your kid, for example, or your coach.
Yeah.
So I got 9 games this weekend, and I'll be masked up for all 9.
Okay.
I do like those, the picks. Those little, they could be toothpicks.
Yeah.
Those are legit. Remember when you had to take the string and wrap it around your finger?
Yeah.
What do you mean, remember when you had to do that?
Yeah.
That's what people do.
Not anymore. They
I
used
do.
to pick.
I do.
No, you don't have regular old dental floss.
Absolutely.
Waxed or unwaxed?
Waxed.
It must be waxed.
Absolutely waxed. What
May
do
as
you
well
think, I'm an animal?
May as well take a tug of war rope and try to do it.
I have the picks
waxed.
too, though. I have the picks too, though, because I have
Picks
a
is
wire.
wonderful.
Well, I have a wire on my lower teeth on 4 of them, so I can't get regular floss through there.
Oh.
So I got to use a pick. Yeah.
Now, not a water pick. You're talking about the
No, not a water
No.
pick. That's what my dentist talks to me about every time. Do you floss? Yes. Have you tried a water pick?
Is there anybody here that doesn't?
No, Bob. I have not spent the $59 on Amazon for the water pick, and then I'm going to sit there at midnight every night when I'm exhausted, going through each tooth with a little water. No, I have not done that.
Right.
Well, we're going to see if we can get you to try. All right.
I hope this isn't
Talk to you
taken
in
the
6
wrong
months.
way, because it's probably of the 6 hosts on this radio station. If you were to say who's got the best dental hygiene, everybody's going to say Willard. Everybody's saying Willard, and they'd be right.
May or may not be true.
Please.
They told me yesterday. Do you know what a deep cleaning is? Do you know what that is now?
No.
No, but
You need a deep cleaning, sir. You need a deep cleaning. This is when
Like sandblasting?
No, this is two 2-hour appointments where they go in and peel back those gums
no.
and go get all the bacteria out of there,
jeez.
and then tape it back up with duct tape and slap you on your back and send you on your way. That's what they've been telling me. I need that.
Yeah.
So
Dang.
that might be coming this summer.
Well, I got the pick through, no cavities, and then you get the, then they go for the floss, and the dentist, of course, hits me every time with, we're going to let you rinse. There's a little bit of blood. A little bit of blood, doc. I might need a transfusion,
Seriously,
dude.
You spit in that
Nothing
sink and it
worse
looks
than
like you're in a
cleaning.
bike.
Yeah,
Dude,
exactly.
Like you're in a
Seriously.
boxing match. Like what the hell's
I'm
going on in there?
Spitting a Stanford Cardinal uniform. My God.
What
dude,
is Tommy Pham here? What the hell just happened?
speaking of that color,
Tommy
don't forget to
Hearns in the
tease
fourth.
that the Christian McCaffrey
Yeah.
jersey you guys are going to be
Good
giving
call.
away a shot at that.
Yeah.
Christian McCaffrey
Yeah,
jersey.
the word will be given out. Are we going to go back to the...
I was furious, and actually, a friend. And if you're listening, Jeff, I ran into him at Trader Joe's earlier today, and we had a fun little just catch up conversation.
Okay.
And then he goes check out, buys all of his goods, and then he calls my name across the store.
Hey, Willard!
Hey, Mark, one more thing. I texted Fumble in yesterday. I texted to 20357. I said, you did? And he goes, I'm with you. How the hell are they going to put the word fumble next to McCaffrey's name? I said, exactly. Who the hell are the ad wizards that came up with this one?
So if
Fumble.
today's word, and I'm going to use 2 words just to make sure that this is not the word, but if today's word is home loss,
It's 2 words.
I know that's why I did it, because I don't want the look. You can't give out. You can't give it out. You can't.
So in other words,
We're not in the window.
right? It wouldn't be. You wouldn't
Calamity.
say texting
what do
torn
we-
ACL.
Yeah, exactly. What's today's word? Ligament. Text ligament to 20357.
Right.
See if you can win yourself a prize.
I mean-
what the hell are we doing?
It's
Come on, let's get a little karma going in the right direction, for crying out loud. This is scary. This is terrifying what's about to go on.
just one thing.
This is as good of a chance as they're going to get. They got to do this.
Warrior game postponed tonight. So are we
Yes.
going to revert back to our normal announce the word window? Because we were
4:30
going
to
move it up.
5:30. Good point.
Okay,
Good point.
So we're going to revert to our normal window. Okay, that's one.
Well, I don't want to leave at 5:30 today. I think that would put you in a bad spot.
Yeah, well, procedurally, there'd be a lot of as we've seen. Because when you're gone, Lord knows I can't handle it.
Nobody knows what to do.
Yeah, jeez.
Exactly.
All right, gentlemen, will you bring it home today?
It's 2:07.
Yeah, you're right. It is. It is. And
The
Nahegan
bag
said,
is on the shoulder.
I just feel like
Bag
we're,
is on the shoulder.
I just feel like we're.
You feel like it ran its course.
I really do.
All right.
You know what? The bottom line is, I need Guru. I mean, I'm just nobody without
Wow.
him.
Yeah.
All right, you guys have a great show.
All right,
and
night,
we'll
night,
talk to you tomorrow,
Steiny.
man.